Fade on the keys.
I don't lie when you tell me how you feel. All I'm saying is, I know what it's like to feel hurt too. I know what it's like to hurt people. I'm just done with all this. You know what I'm saying?
Pipe that shit up, TNT.
They don't lie when you tell me how you feel. Don't be kind, don't be nice, just be real. Plenty nights I was out by myself. I'm used to no help, but every now and then a nigga like me wanna feel some way. I've been clutching on my heat, I've been all up in the streets, but tonight I wanna feel some way. They got problems with me, if it's beef then let's see, but tonight I wanna feel I'm tired of niggas talking, I've been growing, I got knowledge. They can't put me down, I started from the fucking bottom. I used to want some change and everybody told me change. Since I switched up on them, they don't like who I became.
All right, man. It's your boy AK. We're here interviewing Cory Blunt, man. Cory
What's up?
Blunt, local artist out here doing his thing
Yes,
in the hip hop game. Rap artist, plenty much more of what he gets done, man. Other than the rap, we're gonna be talking about that today, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and kick it off, man. Hey, Cory, where you from, brother?
I'm from Bloomington, Texas, man. Bloomington, Texas, little small town south of here in Victoria, Texas.
Bloomington, Texas,
Yes,
Barbarian land, huh?
Barbarian land, true
Yes,
barbarian.
sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to them barbarians out there, man. Yeah, so I come to understand you're a local artist out here in this game, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pretty much last maybe 8 years been trying to make it in the music. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, had some close calls, up and downs. You know what I mean? But I'm still with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. Yo, what was it like growing up out there, man? You as a kid, were you involved with music, or is this something that you just turned to? Maybe an event happened or something.
Yeah, as a kid, man, I was always that kid that you know, you hear a song and they're rapping fast on the song, and you want to be the first one to know the words, so you could be like, you know, I knew it first. You know what I mean? Just some bragging rights stuff. I was always into music like that, and growing up, you know what I'm saying. Growing up was kind of a struggle. You know what I mean? All we had was music. You know what I mean? Sometimes we ain't get no cable, so you know you put the radio on. The radio's free. You know what I mean? So it was always like that, and you know what I'm saying, growing up didn't have much, so it came with a lot of I guess you could say like
you had to use your imagination, huh?
Yeah, you know what I mean, like
Become creative.
Also it gave me a lot to talk about, you know what I mean. And
most definitely.
It's definitely been the way I express myself.
Yeah, that's badass, man.
Yeah.
So who would you say has been a big influence on you musically?
Growing up, you know, through the different times, I got different influences. You know, growing up, I listened to a lot of Biggie and like SPM. You know what I mean? It's a different mix, but Biggie had the wordplay, like he could just make anybody bob their head to his flow, and SPM had the same thing, just a different style. Plus, you know, SPM, you know, came through like for the Mexicans. You know what I mean? And me being Mexican, that's what drew me to him too. Like it was kind of inspiring to see another Mexican, you know what I'm saying, on top. Even though I was just a kid, whenever I was listening to him, it was just like that was the only one I seen on TV all the time, you know what I mean? So it meant something. So
I know you mentioned two people. I'm gonna ask you, who's your top 3 artists and why?
Top three would have to go Biggie. I'd have to say you know, people say it's corny and shit, but Drake was a big influence on my shit, and I think he was a big influence on a lot of people. Now everybody's singing, you know. And like the most recent influence I'd have to say was Gates. You know what I mean? I listened to a lot of Gates, and you know, he definitely made me change my sound a little bit. Not trying to bite him, but just like he gave me a different perspective of how you could do the shit. You know what I mean? So those are 3 definitely influences that inspire my music, and you know what I'm saying, like construct my music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely, man. So as far as like the music you produced and put out there, is it you who do the recordings also? Is it someone else who does the recordings? You go to the studio, you got something?
No, I've actually never been to an actual studio, I've always talked about going. I've never been to an actual studio. I've always mixed and mastered my own music. For a while, I didn't appreciate producers. I could say that. I was, I think we all done it before. Get a beat. You know what I'm saying, that we didn't buy. I used to do that a lot until I actually got the demographics of everything. You know what I mean, and seeing how everything works. Started buying beats, making everything legit, and then I've recorded everywhere from the garage with dogs barking in the back. I found out a way to take the dogs out, make it sound good, and then recently I be recording in my car. Just my studio is on the go, you know what I mean. But everything I do, it's legit, you know what I mean. You will never be able to tell I was in a car.
Yeah, I've heard your music before, and you definitely wouldn't. A lot of people would probably be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, like I like to. I definitely like to. It's like whenever you know what you like, you want to stick to that. So I'm kind of like critical on who is around when I'm actually doing the music, you know what I mean? Like, it's also a vibe. I vibe myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. So with all that, how do you feel about live performances, man? You got a couple
live
of belt and all that?
Oh yeah. For a while, man, I was doing it every week. A little back then. I took a little break, started coming back doing more, but live performances, I love them, man. At first, no, I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all.
Yeah.
It was I was young the first time I ever performed. You know what I'm saying? I did a song. It was a song I had just recorded 2 days before. It was a song called "Bad and She Know It." Badass song, but I performed it, and all the nerves from my first time performing. I had my family in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else was just random. So I went up there. The first song played was "Bad and She Know It." Man, I forgot my words. It's just, I'm talking about, I was sitting there frozen. First time performing, I couldn't even dance, nothing. I was frozen. I forgot my words. Everybody started booing me, man. I was like, man, shit's crazy. But I didn't get off stage though, because the next song was a song called "Go," and that was like one of my first songs that I actually loved,
so
that I did. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, oh, I'm about to kill this next one.
Oh yeah.
So honestly, like no lie, everybody was booing me. Once "Go" came on, I killed that song, man. Like I killed it, and everybody who booed me, they kind of, like I kind of shook the boo off. And when I got off stage, I started getting respect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started shaking my hand, like, oh, okay, and it was pretty live, man. The DJ, I remember the DJ was DJ L Tizzle. I don't know, he's
man.
Yeah, man. He actually hyped
Great
me up,
DJ,
and he
man.
got me
dude.
back into it.
Awesome,
you know what I mean? He helped me pass the booze and all that, and after that second one, he was like hyping me up and helping me get through it. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, he's a great DJ. He'll definitely hype you up, man. Shout out to Tizzle on that one, man. So walk us through on how you get ready for shows and events. Every artist does a different thing.
Yeah.
Me personally, I practice in front of mirrors and things like that.
Yeah.
What is the process of it? Do you memorize all your songs? Can you spit them a cappella? Or do you go off of them? Just walk us through. Like, how do you prepare knowing you have an event coming up?
Preparing for a performance. The hardest part is picking the music that you're gonna perform. Me personally, I have about 200 songs. Like, I'm constantly recording. So once I pick the 3 songs, after I pick them, I line them up. Which song is gonna be first? Is this one building up the hype to this? And I need the last one to just go. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I get in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And I hype myself up, like, But then I make sure I put it on a flash drive. And when I'm driving to the venue, that's when I'm just constantly replaying it. And when I get there, I kind of just turn the music off. I sit back and I just reflect, you know what I mean? Like, it's always a different venue. Sometimes there's going to be 10 people there. Sometimes it's going to be 500, you know what I mean? It's just, it depends where you go, but every performance I bring everything I got, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, most definitely.
So I don't care how many people are watching me, It could be one person like cheering for me. It could be like a whole crowd. I'm gonna give it all I got. You know what I mean?
You got to what your dream.
Yeah,
go for it, man. Don't let nobody turn you away from your dream, bro. And so, with all that, what's changed from your first performance to your most recent? How have you grown as a performer?
Well, now I don't do any songs that I just recorded. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. I'll actually write a song, and before I even record it, I'll spit it about, I want to say like 1,000 times, man. That way I don't have to read off something when I record it. So my last performance I did a J-Dog show, and I actually went, you know, most people have to have the song with their voices in there, you know what I'm saying, when they run out of breath. I was being a daredevil, man. It was a song I wrote. I hadn't recorded yet, but I had the beat. Yeah. So I said, play the beat, and I literally performed that song, you know, just straight up, running out of breath and everything, but I made it through. The crowd loved it, you know what I mean? And that was a big step for me to do that, because I ain't never done that. And it was hype, man. I like doing that. I might do it again, you know what I mean?
I would recommend it, man.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of these big names do. That's the route that they go, and that's the route that a lot of people encourage for people to go, man.
Yeah.
So just even being able just to wing it and do it like that, man, my hat's off to you on that one, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate
so
it.
What about like singles, mixtapes, and albums that you have out so far? How many? What do you got in the collection?
In the collection, man, like I said, about 200. SoundCloud probably has about maybe 50. YouTube, you can find old songs I did from way back when up to some new songs. You know, I went through a distributing company, and they put YouTube videos out that I don't even know about. You know, I'm just steady trying to work and build the following, and I have my first ever project I dropped. It was called Let Them Know. You know what I mean? And the whole motto was, you know, I'm gonna let them know like what I'm coming with. I had about maybe 12 songs on it. It was a bunch of burned CDs with Sharpie on them. You know what I mean? That's how I did it. And then after that, I dropped Let Them Know 2. And no. After that, it was Let Them Know. Then it was it was Let Them Know 2. And that one, I was just dropping song after song after song, just rushing it out. I wasn't thinking about how to build it up, you know what I mean? I wasn't thinking back then. My most recent one I dropped was last year. It's called Blunt Music. I had, I think, 14 or 15 songs on there. You know, that one I actually had legit, you know, the cover with the CD inside the sleeve and track list and all that. So that was like a big change for my music. I want to put out an album this year, like an actual album, because I feel like I've actually perfected my sound, and maybe not perfected my sound, but I perfected the way that I come with everything. Because music is more than just your music, you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? It's to me, music is the way you put it out, the way you promote yourself, the way you promote your music, the way you promote your merchandise, you know, everything. You know, music is more than just music nowadays. That's why you can have somebody that doesn't even make good music blow up the way they do nowadays, you know what I mean? It's just like, how the hell did he do that? Well, you know, he just did it the right way. Work ethic, you know what I mean? Can't be lazy in the industry.
That you can't, man.
Yeah.
And on that note, man, we might have to cut to break and go to one of the music videos.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Blunt has. Go and introduce you on that one, brother.
Yeah, we'll cut to a music video I actually put out December 2019. It's called No More, and the homie AK, who's actually doing this interview, actually shot it for me. It was crazy, man. We did it here in Victoria, because I'm from Bloomington, but I rep Vic just as hard. So, you know what I'm saying? We did that music video. Shout out to my boy K, J-Mac. We made it happen, man.
It don't really matter what I do no more. Got a lot of pain and the drink is the cure. Seen a lot of things change when I went broke. Seen a lot of fakes came when I found more. I don't wanna drink with a crew no more. I don't wanna act like we cool no more. I just want some cash and a roof on my head. I just wanna eat with a little more bread. It don't really matter what I do no more. Got a lot of pain and the drink is the cure. Seen a lot of things change when I went broke. Seen a lot of face came when I found more. I don't wanna drink with a crew no more. I don't wanna act like we cool no more. I just want some cash and a roof on my head. I just wanna eat with a little more bread. Don't shit where you sleep, motherfucker, that's the law. Counting all the days while I'm writing on the wall. Never heard pain from the voice of a God, so I stopped praying hard and I started to rob. 5-0 could come if they want. Shoot it all out, it's death over sales. Never ask for no bail, cause I never go to jail. And if I get caught, I'd rather die and go to hell. I don't got time and I never had less. So if you waste mine, you better pray for your breath. Niggas get shine, think they shine in the best. Dust my shoulders off, outshine all the rest. I don't got patience, but I do got weapons. Plus my hands if you really wanna talk lessons. I don't understand who you talking to, guessing. Guess do you want it? That's really my question. Yes sir, I don't ride around talking words I'm not about. Probably with your bitch and it's probably in the mouth. Probably like my name when it's coming out yours. We could talk numbers or we could talk war. I'm about whatever I said it, I meant it fully. Talking about the future, I'm in it, I'm moving forward. Call it what you want, you better call it when you see me. Cause I never miss a chance to hear if what you said you mean it. Never miss a chance to hear if what you say you mean it. So if you said it, motherfucker, you better mean it. Don't really matter what I do no more. Got a lot of pain and the drink is the cure. Seen a lot of things change when I went broke. Seen a lot of face came when I found more. I don't wanna drink with a crew no more. I don't wanna act like we cool no more. I just want some cash and a roof on my head. I just wanna eat with a little more bread. It don't really matter what I do no more. Got a lot of pain and the drink is the cure. Seen a lot of things change when I went broke. Seen a lot of face came when I found more. I don't wanna drink with a crew no more. I don't wanna act like we cool no more. I just want some cash and a roof on my head. I just wanna eat with a little more bread.
All right, and we're back. That's No More by my boy Cory Blunt, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all go check that out on YouTube. Run up them views. Like, comment on it. You know, share it, man.
Let me know what y'all think, man.
Support a local artist, man. Yes, sir, man. That's definitely what's up, brother. You gonna be shooting some more videos pretty soon?
Most definitely, man. That's definitely the plan. I want to get that platform of music videos out. I just want to make sure it's everything done right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear that, man. So, what's it like being a Mexican in this rap game, bro?
Mexican in the rap game, it's getting more normalized nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But like I want to say, whenever like my first performance, like I said, you know, it was a predominantly black atmosphere. You know what I mean? And the Mexican comes up, and it's just like, oh, he's Mexican, whatever. That's one little downfall I had. But then for me to forget my words, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But over time, everything becoming more normal. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I like that black and brown come together nowadays. You know what I mean? And it's just like we're one people now, basically. You know, it's not all the same, but it's just, you know, it's we're all minorities to some people, you know what I mean? And it's definitely different, man. I've actually been trying to do some Spanish rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to, you know, put that into the music here and there. So it's something I'm trying out. Ain't no Bad Bunny, you know what I mean? But, but I'm trying it out, man. Yeah, definitely.
You ain't gotta be. All you gotta be is Cory Blunt.
Oh
man.
yeah, oh yeah.
That's all you gotta be.
Yes,
Speaking
sir.
of that, how'd you come to decide what that name for your artist name, brother? What's the story behind that?
It's funny. I don't even know if I want to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I'm trying to let people know me. But I used to go by this when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I went by Famous Boy. What the hell kind of rap name is that? They used to tell me. I was like, I don't know. I'm barely getting into this. You know what I'm saying? It was back in whenever everybody was doing some weird ass names. I had Famous Boy, but luckily that only lasted a few months. I actually got Blunt. Everybody started calling me Blunt. most people think it's from smoking weed. You know what I mean? It actually is from playing basketball. You know what I mean? I was always on the 3-point line, shooting the shots. You know what I'm saying? I make about 4 or 5 threes in a row. You know, everybody on the court starts saying, "That boy on fire." Then one of the boys said, "Hey, that boy's on fire. That boy Cory Blunt." I was like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying? That shit sounded live. And then this was before I even did like thought too much into making music. I made about 2 or 3 songs, and then they said, "Man, you know, that's a dumb name." So I said, "You right." So I started thinking like, "Man, what can I call myself?" I said, "Shit." Well, they call me Blunt at the court. So I said, "You know, my rap name's gonna be like Lil Blunt." Like, nah, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? How about Blunt this, Blunt nah? How about just Cory Blunt? Like, alright, you know, that shit sounds live. So I just went with it. You know what I mean? And coming through, new with it. Everybody, you know, they be like, "Oh, you this and you that," because there's a Houston Cory Blunt. You know what I mean? I don't think he raps. You know, I don't know the full background on that, but I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that in every way possible. But you know, I just came with the name, and I'm just making music. You know what I'm saying? I'm making respectable music at that. You know what I mean? I feel like I give the name a good representation. Yeah.
So, what would you say is your main directed demographic for the music that you're out here producing, you're putting out there?
Man, a lot of people want to be the hardest out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like making good music. So like most of my vibes in the studio, I like singing. You know, I've been singing for years. Not singing, but you know, singing.
Yeah,
harmonizing. Yeah, harmonizing everything. And I make music basically like that female's vibe too. You know what I mean? Like I'm singing to a female, and she gonna feel me. A lot of my music's about like,
ain't no wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of my music's like, "Hey, your man ain't treating you right, I got you."
Yeah.
Or you know, I could be that one for you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Or just talking to a female saying, "Be there for me." Because at the end of the day, in my head, every man wants to compete with every man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what makes you separate from that category is a man wants to be that man that ladies want.
Yeah.
So if ladies want that man that's singing to the ladies, to me that's gonna gain some dude followers too. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them, but they come because you want to be the man that everybody wants. You know what I mean? So
they gonna respect
you know what I mean? Like,
and
honestly, I just make it because that's whatever the beat, whatever I feel on the beat, that's what I put on the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not out here trying to, you know, talk about blowing people's heads off and shit all day. You know what I mean? But I feel like it still go hard, and it's either I'm either writing for the ladies, or I'm writing about my life, the struggle, and the end of the struggle. You know what I mean? That's just how my music's made up of. So that's what I go for.
That's a bet. So you got your own label or what?
Yeah, man. I call it Blunt Music. You know, that's what my last CD was called, Blunt Music, and that's just what I've always gone by, Blunt Music. You know, at first it was gonna be just a CD, but for years and years, that's all it was what I say, because it's Cory Blunt, Blunt Music. You know what I mean? That's my music is just blunt music, straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel like you high. You know what I mean? And it's it just gives you a certain feeling. So blunt music. You know what I mean?
I can dig it, man. Have you worked with any other artists? And if so, who have you worked with?
Yeah, I've worked with just a few local artists, man. Like shout out my boy Diesel D. Worked with him. I've worked with I have my little homie Peanut. He been coming up with me for a minute. You know what I mean? He taking a little break right now, getting himself right. But I got a few features that ain't put out yet. You know what I mean? And I just recently worked with Dope House Just In Case. You know, we got a song called Won't Stress. It's with me, him, and Diesel D. You can actually find that on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? All platforms. We put it out there. You know what I mean? It was a pretty live project, and I'm actually supposed to, you know, this whole everything going on in the world right now, kind of slowing everything down. But I'm actually supposed to work with GT Garza pretty soon, so I'm gonna make that happen real soon.
That's what's up, man. So what do you envision for Blunt Music within this next 5 years, bro?
Blunt Music gonna always roll with the flow, man. We're always gonna just, you know what I'm saying? We won't ever give up. It might slow down, but we stay moving. You know what I mean? And I go quiet for a little bit, and then when I come out of my little silence, I just go hard. My vision is to drop consistent music videos and, you know what I'm saying, become even more established, not just locally, but, you know, make it further and further until, you know, I want the world to know my name. You know what I mean? I want the whole world to know what Blunt Music is. So that's the vision.
Yeah, I could dig it, man. So you're speaking about doing an album and stuff like that. You're thinking that you're ready for it. What have you thought about it? You've thought about a name? Have you thought about like topics? Are you gonna use some songs you already made? You gonna do some new songs? What would it all consist of?
Definitely gonna. I feel like it's already made. I just ain't recorded it. I'm definitely gonna use a few songs that I've recorded already. I've dropped 200 songs and I actually got about 200 more written. You know what I mean? And you could put a beat on anywhere, and I'm gonna have something for it. And that's just facts, man. I haven't thought about a name I'm gonna put on it, but it's definitely gonna be the best project I've ever done. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna talk about everything I've gone through in life. It's gonna have the party music, the life music, the lady music. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely just run the name off of everything that I'm putting in together. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna go hard, man. I can't wait. I just wanna make good music, man.
That's what's up, brother. Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out, but you know, we're gonna end it out with something special for y'all.
Yeah,
my boy Blunt, man. But before that, tell them how can they find you, brother? How can they find you from any social media that you have, to your music, to videos, to everything? Just give them your user tag names and let's let these fans look you up.
Yeah, on Snapchat, that's where I'm probably the most active. You can find me at Cory Blunt. It's just CoryBlunt. Instagram, you can find me at 361 Cory Blunt. Facebook, search me up, Cory Blunt. You know what I'm saying? Twitter, I don't really be on Twitter too much. It's 361 Cory Blunt. Maybe I'll get active with it, you know. But yeah, be looking out for more real soon, man. Just remember, man, life is about balance. Can't have good without the bad. Can't have smiles without the tears. Can't have, you know what I'm saying, just you gotta go through the hard times so you can enjoy them good times, man. That's what we're all about, man. And I want everybody to listen to all my music, give it a chance, you know what I'm saying? Just give it one chance, play a few songs. If you don't like it, that's cool. But if you do, you know what I'm saying, I got plenty more where that came from. You know what I mean? Appreciate AK for the interview. And it's Blunt Music, baby. Blunt Music to the day I die. Yeah. Blunt Music, baby. We're gonna start it like this, man. Nah. I trusted you more than I trusted myself. Caught in my zone with some pain and no help. Talking about a knife in my chest and they all pushing on and trying to put me to rest. Fuck what I'm thinking, just look how I'm living. Lusting and loving on multiple women. They wanted to owe me, so that's what I give them. Can't even handle that shit while they tripping. Listen to people who pimping for pennies. Never learn nothing, just give me and give me. Came from a penny to shopping at pennies to paying my dues and to not what they lending. The realest and all of them know. You said you gon' see me, you saw me and no, you didn't do shit. But act like a bitch, I got hands and you already know. I got feeling so cold. My feelings been feeling so cold. Stop hyping your niggas, you know that they tripping when saying that freestyle so cold. Your team has been talking about you. You clueless on just what to do, might as well get up out of you, real bitch, I got it. I dare you to say it ain't true. Look, I don't fuck with most of these hoes. They got game, it's a shame that I know. It's a shame I got anger to strangers, strange niggas, I still fuck on the low. You probably don't get what I'm saying. I'm real, I don't need to explain it. If you wanna contest me, come right here to test me. Got answers to put where you laying. I don't never get down on a loss. Some losses are better than wins. I'm pimping the pen, bitch, I'm going in. I change up a lot, it's all cause of you. Don't you say it ain't true. Look what you do. Gave you my trust and you gave me the boot. I'm a fool cause I gave everything times two. Guess I'm wrong too cause I didn't have to do it. Aiming for the bottom cause the top is where you lose it. Promise if I pull it, I'm probably gonna use it. Hit him where it hurts, now I hit him where he fights for his life. But he know he can't fight so we lose it. Company never excited my mood. Rather be alone with a beat and a groove with a
mic in a booth and it sounds so true. Wanna beat but bit more than you can chew. Nigga, how that sound coming from me? Nigga, don't pay attention to this free. Nigga, hot right now, but when my shit drop, I'm probably gonna make your shit freeze. Nigga, y'all wanted that rap but to sing. Y'all wanted to sing or to rap. Gave y'all all that, nearly every damn track till y'all call me a pussy, then copy the cat. Damn, that's what it's like when I snap. Dead inside, so I went all black. How you gon' hurt someone who gave it all up? Never even got shit back. Cold heart, but it still beat out the frame. Try to judge me, they don't even know my name. They just know I got cash and a little tattoo, so I probably sell cocaine. Stereotypical hypocrite, imbecile, say go to hell. Talk like they biblical people with hatred, deny that they haters, but claim that they into us. Over these syndicates, sending these sentences straight to the end of the line. Got no partners in crime, so doing time. I got pressure on my head and limited time. But they ain't limited mine, no hate in my heart and no love on my mind. Ain't fucking hoes, I'm just killing time. She mad on call, you call her a dime. That's the difference of us. You compare the money to nothing ass sluts. She got the hands up, and that's probably something you can't pass up. I passed up. Them fuck boys that y'all gassed up. I masked up, put the cash up. I'm gonna take everything that you have, boy. It's a bag, boy. Don't try me, cause I might pull out that bad boy. No flags, boy. I'm just mad, boy. And that's honesty for your ass, boy. Love music, baby.